Hello, everybody. We're back with Gex again.
It's frail time.
Okay, that's kind of funny.
Well, that's what he
Okay,
said in the corner.
frail
All
time?
right, it's frail time, and he had a cane like he was old.
Oh, okay, that is kind of funny. Okay,
So
new
you
complaint.
got complaints?
Yes. Okay, so I thought it would be funny to swap to the British voice acting for a bit. You know, just for like a stream. Guess what? Apparently, they're two separate saves systems. You can't switch on the fly. That's
So
infuriating.
yeah. So how's your week been? Other than that,
It's been fun. God, I walked through all of the Boston area, like yesterday for like 5 hours.
yeah, like 2 days ago for the fourth.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolute pain that. Not
it rained over
complaining.
here, so
Hmm.
we didn't get to grill. It rained over here, so we didn't get to use the grill
Mm.
for our burgers. Oh yeah, did you figure out what you were doing wrong on this level?
I wasn't doing anything wrong. I was just getting frustrated.
Oh, fair. So I posed a question to you earlier in the week to ponder.
Yes. What was the question?
So, if you had, or let me actually go back to it. Okay. You are tasked with making a live action adaptation of a bad piece of media. What changes would you make in order to make it good? The rule is you have to keep it the same general concept, like how the Total Recall movie is good and is nothing like the book other than the premise.
Okay, so it's a bad piece of media.
Yeah, it's a bad piece of media and you have to make it good. In a live action remake specifically, or like a live action adaptation specifically.
You're gonna have to get back to me. I actually completely forgot about that conversation.
Fair enough.
Come on, seriously. Hmm.
They let you in the army?
It's just something I've been thinking about.
That's valid.
I know I had an answer, but I do not remember what it was. Like I had an answer when I
Heavens to Loverboy, an 80s flashback.
Nope. Oh,
yeah, I had
fuck.
an oh, yeah, I had an answer when I asked it, but I don't remember what it was
Crazy.
because it was 4 days ago. It was definitely one of those things where, on paper, the idea is pretty decent, but the execution was just awful.
Mm.
I need to get to the aqueduct and drain the lizard, if you get my drift. Is it names of pillars. It's all Greek to me.
I'm supposed to be able to get into that building somehow. I know it, but I can't tell you how. I didn't manage to do any of the Gex research I was planning to do over the week.
Fair.
I smell heroes, my friend.
Oh, you're Blue Hercules.
I'm the Hercules alt skin just for this.
Blue Hercules sounds like a strain of weed.
Welcome to the Sultan of Brunei's bathroom.
You know I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I know you're not wrong.
Milton Berle's the name. Pumpin's my game.
Alright, let's change it to instead of bad media, you're just in charge of a live action adaptation of something that wasn't. Oh, you made the same mistake again.
Yeah.
You're charged with making a live action adaptation of something that's not currently live action.
Oh, I hate doing that. That's awful. Stop with the live action stuff. Dear God.
I mean, if it's just anime. Oh, now I remember what my answer was. Now I remember what it was. Wish.
The movie about the
Yeah, the Disney anniversary movie that was really bad because it was like they say AI had a hand in it. I'm fully convinced AI straight up wrote all of it.
Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah.
It is definitely one of those movies where it's like, yeah, you say that.
Yeah, they were not consistent in any aspect of it.
It was kind of a mess of a movie, not helped by the fact that, like, they try to make it so that the villain is, like, unredeemable, but at the same time,
They made him the most sympathetic character in the whole movie.
yeah, they gave him a tragic backstory, they gave him good justification, and then they showed that the people actually were kind of ungrateful.
Yeah, and he wasn't evil until he started dipping into the evil magic. So it was the book that corrupted him.
The fact that it's literally just a book corrupts him is so stupid.
You know what I would have it be? Because I've talked about this multiple times. I would have had it be that he has his own wish locked up in a vault, and it is too vague to safely grant, so he uses it as like a final measure, and it is to save his town at any cost.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, the road to hell paved with good intentions and all that. And so when, everything happens, like, he becomes desperate and has to resort to granting the one wish that... And he could even use it as the example of a vague wish.
Yeah, I guess. Oh.
Yeah. Also, I'd lean into the aspect of him using, like,
You're
granting
kidding
the
me.
wishes by making physical objects around, like, to control the wish magic as a way to mitigate uh, potential bad outcomes.
I
Are you
suppose.
the one that tricked that naked chick, Eve?
Oh, he was talking to a snake.
Get it?
Oh yeah,
Hey!
I would have his wish take the form of the mask that is in the mirror.
I just removed the Seven Dwarves characters.
Yeah,
My tail says hello.
It's like,
or have or have the Sleepy's wish be an example of a bad wish. Like, this one wants to be my most loyal knight. Should I strip away? What if that strips away his autonomy? I don't want that. You know?
I think you're like overthinking it a bit.
Well, someone has to think it. The writers clearly didn't.
Somebody's gotta do it.
Well, I mean, ideally the character would just be removed because it's a stupid character with a stupid subplot. God damn it!
You keep doing the wrong. You keep doing it that same way each time.
Stop! You sound really tired.
Nah, I've just been. Oh,
I just was right over that.
Um, yeah. I have no idea how. Damn, what is?
There we go.
There you go.
I need to get to the aqueduct and drain the lizard. If you get my drift.
Oh.
God damn it. Bird. The harpy.
Nope.
So,
Welcome
I beat Shadow Colossus.
Great game.
It is a fantastic game. I had a little bit of trouble at the end, but that's probably due to my passive. You know, games just do not cooperate with me.
Yeah, games hate you. No idea why, they just hate you.
But I beat it. And I'm trying to think of what to play next week. Good news is I got a new HDMI switch box so that instead of 3 HDMIs, I now have 5.
Fourth course reaches
God
imminent
damn it.
captain.
Oof. Yeah, instead of 3, I now have 5, and so I took the time to plug in my Wii U, so I have access to those games as well.
Oh.
And you saw me playing a little bit
Yeah,
of...
I saw you playing Super Paper Mario.
Yeah.
Always a
I
classic, by
played
the
a bit-
way.
Yeah, I played a bit of it last year. Like, I played the first 3 chapters last year to when I was playing Thousand Year Door. Because I was planning on playing it right after. But then when I beat Thousand Year Door, I realized, like, hey, I'm kind of burned out on Paper Mario.
Mmm.
Because, you know, I played Thousand Year Door right after I played Paper Mario 64.
Imagine if you were the guy who played all the Paper Mario games in 1 week.
Yeah, I would not have the time for that. Also, that guy 100%ed it
Yeah.
in 1 week. With like 8 hours to spare. I love that channel, by the way.
It's a good channel.
It is.
You know, maybe after Gex, we'll do God of War 2 finally.
I thought we did God of War 2.
No, we did God of War 1 and God of War Ragnarok.
Oh, yeah, and the God of War PSP games.
Yep. Those immortal guys, I just realized they were supposed to be Achilles.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
I'm a fit. Get it? Hey! Are you guys playing cards?
I don't get that reference.
I don't either.
I don't like spiders' names. I smell heroes, my friend.
Kind of wish the rendering distance was a little higher.
Yeah, it's a little obvious.
Not only that, but you just... Okay.
I wish everything didn't reset, you know?
Yeah, I think you can make it.
Yeah, I can make it.
Are you guys playing cards?
If I reach the 30-minute mark and I haven't figured out a single remote in Greece yet, I'm gonna just, like, give up.
Fair.
Easy. Show me the money, baby.
One game I could play on the channel is the HD Twilight Princess. I don't know if you're supposed to push that off.
Oh, yeah, I figured out where it was supposed to go. Right over here. Oh, well.
Yeah, it's amazing that you can just push it off.
I wonder if this is, like, supposed to be, like, endgame or something, and I've just somehow managed to, like, skip half of the rest of the game.
Why would it be in game? Is it?
Like, the puzzles and platforming are, like, obnoxious.
There's a big snake in the plate.
Yeah, but you don't get any new abilities, do you?
No, Gex doesn't get any new abilities.
Something's my game.
Yeah, I'm just gonna suicide.
I think you mean sewer slime.
No.
Yeah, I know. Anyone who says that unironically needs to be hit with a hammer.
Ideally not.
Wormer, dead. Niedermeyer, dead. Hey, are you guys playing cards? I need to get to the aqueduct and drain the lizard, if you get my drift.
Ah. He's talking about pissing.
He's been talking about pissing himself for a while, actually. I'm surprised it took you this long to catch on.
I wasn't really paying attention to what he was saying. I kind of tuned it out after a while. That was a little precarious. God, you're giving me a heart attack. You know what this specific area makes me want to play?
What?
Gauntlet Dark Legacy.
The Dream World?
Yeah. With the checker pattern and the where the stairs are. It makes me want to play the Dream World. I just said that.
Just for a bingo coin. Dang it.
Are we going for our killing gecko badge? The Playboy Mansion, yes! You never knock me down.
It's obnoxious though. You can't figure out where to go.
Yeah, because the render distance. There was that one pillar you can push that was like in that central area next to this, like just up these stairs.
Dead! Niedermeyer, dead!
Yeah, but that doesn't go anywhere.
No, I mean not this one. I mean the one that's like.
Get it?
Yeah, I know the one you're referring to. It doesn't go anywhere.
Move before I step on you.
Gotta go somewhere.
That one? No. It's out of the render distance. That one?
Yeah, that one.
It
It's
doesn't
gotta be
go
some-
anywhere. Well, for it to go. Unless.
Maybe you're supposed to slide jump off of it or across that pit.
You can tell I'm getting frustrated because I'm damage boosting a lot more.
Yeah. I mean, if you die, you can get to this spot in like 5 seconds. What? Oh. Okay, so it can't go that way then. Gotta be something. Oh. Okay. And then you do that to get up there. Wish you could just open the gate. Oh, but that only leads to another coin. Oh my god. So, you heard about that person getting dunked on Twitter for bad fantasy writing?
Oh, yeah, I sent that to you, actually.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I sent that to you. You can't do this whole... You heard about that person who's getting dunked on when I'm the person who sent it to you?
Well, no, there's... Wait, where? I'm not seeing it in
The
our
Orc
DMs.
City guy?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
not seeing it in our DMs.
I probably sent it to you in memes.
Wormer, dead! Niedermeyer, dead!
No, I'm not seeing it.
Anyway, I've already seen it. I saw it before you did.
Okay, I still want to talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Bad fantasy writing is always a trait.
Bad fantasy writing.
Oh yeah, it
is-
was Fat Man. It was about Fat Man.
No, wait. Shit, was that the Fat Man one?
Yeah, it's the Fat Man one. Where the guy's like
Oh,
dunking on
yeah.
Fat Man from hit game by Hideo Kojima, and then people are like, by the way, he's a fantasy writer. This
Yes.
is what he wrote.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll read the initial tweet. I'll read the initial tweet and I'll read some because more people have been dunking on him.
Oh, I love hearing about people dunking on this guy.
So, the original tweet. Whenever someone glazes Hideo Kojima, remember he once made a boss character that's a lard ass in a bomb disposal suit, riding around on rollerblades and sipping wine through a glass straw. His name, Fat Man, quote unquote, genius.
Look, I'm gonna be
There's the
honest.
one
The sipping it through a straw bit is the genius bit,
the roller skates. I
and
think
the
the roller
roller
skates
skates.
really
Yeah,
ties it together.
it's such an
Yeah.
absurd concept.
It is, which is why it's great.
I can
Um,
believe Fat Man would kill me.
Oh, absolutely. I don't know how. There's a lot of ways he could. Anywho, someone responded, "This is how the guy's book starts. Orc City smoldered, burned down in the wake of battle, the ground soaked in a knuckles depth of blood and ash, the savage cries of its defenders now silent and still as the ruin was overseen by the architect of its destruction. The orc wars are finally over. There's nothing more reviled than an orc," said the Elven King.
God.
So bad. And now the response is, "Oh no," the orc said, looking at the ruins of Orc City. "Orc City is gone." Sad, the orcs turned sadly to the other orcs that had survived the burning of Orc City by the elves. "We must build the city again, and we'll call it New Orc City." Last time I hooped at Orc City Gym, I was guarding a dude with no greaves on, and he did a spin move, and raw meat fell out of his pocket.
Dang.
Maybe he flew her out to Orc City as friends. Orc comedian doing crowd work. The green guy, sit up front. What do you do for work? Orc. Me? Swing big axe at elf skull. Take me down to the Orc City where the grass is green and the girls are also green.
Okay, I am actually.
You're just going in circles.
Yeah. Another map. I'm gonna. This is ridiculous. I'm 27 minutes in. I have accomplished nothing. Trying to figure out where the heck I'm supposed to. What I was supposed to be doing there.
Yeah. Sorry, not sorry. I'm not gonna care about Orc City because when I grew up with an alcoholic, psychologically abusive father, in the constant state of distress and anxiety and worry about the future, hearing the key in the front door every evening was my Orc City for almost 20 years.
Eh?
Uh,
Let's get it on.
I don't get that.
it's a people being like, it's a parody of those people who are like, blank was my 9/11.
Oh. This could have been a Titanic level, but it's a battleship level.
God. I love Fat Man.
I've never actually played any of the Metal Gear games.
We should play Twin Snakes for the GameCube.
The one he hates?
Is that the one he hates? It's the remake of the... I mean, I guess we could also play the original Metal Gear Solid for the PlayStation.
Oh, these swim controls are not good enough for this.
Are they like Superman 64?
No, they're just finicky.
That pearl. Oh, you're almost out of oxygen.
Oh, shoot. I passed through like the air gate, dang it.
Is it one of those things we have to like wait in the air gate for the meter to refill?
God, I don't actually know.
All right.
Let's do fairy tales.
Time.
Destroy the 3 little piggies' houses. Yeah, I can do that. The hard part's literally just like climbing the beanstalk. You know?
Oh yeah.
I feel like hucking a loogie. Night, night, Riley.
Well, you only need 30 remotes to beat the game.
Oh, thank you for checking that for me.
Yeah. How many do we have right now?
Like 17.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'll do some like checking, like take care of some of the side remotes.
Yeah, maybe watch a walkthrough of the grease level.
Yeah.
I mean, there is also the secret ending if you get all, if you get all the 50 remotes.
Dang. I guess we're never gonna know that secret ending.
Yeah, nobody's ever gotten it before. 50 remotes. That's like 5 times as many as 10 remotes.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's like 2 quarters. Whereas 30 remotes is 2 quarter hours. Come on. That math was clever.
And on your left, Aaron.
I'm not good at math. I want you to remember that.
Th-
It doesn't matter how good your math is or how clever it is. I'm not gonna. It's gonna take me ages to get it.
How do you like me now?
He kills Tim.
I
This
feel
little
like
piggy
hucking a
went wee 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 woo all the way home.
The oval program sky. I feel like hucking a loogie.
Indeed.
You know, a game I would love to play on the channel, but at the same time, it's like kind of antithetical to how like the channel works.
What?
Expedition 33.
Yeah, I don't think that'd be a... That one would be way too slow and for the channel.
True. I mean, we could do it. It's just it's one of those things where it's like RPGs take a while, and like there's a reason I stopped wanting to do like most RPGs. Even if
Yeah.
it's like a 33-hour RPG, it's like that is a lot of RPG. And honestly, if it got to like one of the emotional bits and you're like, I'm not invested, I would actually just like I would be
It's not
considering a
my
permanent
kind.
solution to a temporary problem.
It's Expedition 33 is not my kind of game. I've looked into it.
You say that about like everything, and then like you'll say that about like the Baldur's Gate 3 prototype game, and I'll be like, what?
Well, I haven't beaten Baldur's Gate 3. I kind
Fair.
of got bored with it after the second act. Because the entire time I was like, when I got to the second act, I was like, I could just play D&D. I do this every Thursday.
Mm.
lock and load, little lizard.
Yeah, I guess save.
Like candy.
I was saving there for my own sanity.
Get it on.
And jump over 3 candlesticks, I can do that.
Yeah.
Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Speaking of Baldur's Gate 3, someone on my Steam friend list is playing that right now, apparently.
Hey, good thing I brought
Nice.
some
Now your child can visit the steamy jungles, grassy plains, and the dark depths of the ocean to meet and learn surprising facts about the magnificent animals that live there. All through the captivating, colorful pages of Zoo Books, the publication that is specially created for young readers. Each monthly issue of Zoo Books is packed with breathtaking, full-color photos and scientifically accurate illustrations, plus games and puzzles. Today, through this exclusive TV offer, you can get 12 fascinating issues of Zoo Books for the special price of $19.95. And when you call and use your credit card, will include the elephant issue as a gift. Plus, you'll get this colorful collection of animal stickers and the tiger poster. So order Zoo Books today and send learning and fun to a child you love. To order the 12 stickers and the tiger poster, wait, fuck, I fucked it up.
Don't don't worry, I don't think Gex could even gotten past the first bit. Also,
What?
fun fact, like, apparently somebody I was talking to had just seen RoboCop for the first time today.
Yeah?
Yeah, they liked it.
Excuse me.
Which prompted
Which RoboCop?
the first one, the good one.
Okay, the original?
Yes.
Nice.
It's so funny knowing that the sequel was directed by the director of Emperor Strikes Back and written by Frank Miller, and it turned out that way.
Yeah, sometimes things just clash, you know? Oh my god.
Well, to be fair, it's not like their fault. A lot of it was like executive oversight.
Fair enough. I really hate executive meddling so much. That's why B movies are so important, because they're considered a lesser form of entertainment by the big studios. That means executives are a lot more hands off when it comes to B movies.
That's fair.
And that's why they tend to be far more experimental and artistic. Hell, Final Destination started out as a B movie.
Yeah, so part of what happened was because of like the success of the first RoboCop, Orion Pictures wanted more creative control over the sequel, and they were like very obsessed about tone. And like apparently at one point the director even mentioned, yeah, they told us don't even bother writing a third act because fighting the monster was enough of a third act.
I feel like
What?
I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah, no, like it sounds like they completely missed the whole point.
I mean,
Like,
it's
what-
making fun of them to be exact. So
Fair.
Excuse me while I get
Going back to Final Destination, I have it on the mind because I was thinking about I was rewatching the opening disaster of Bloodlines earlier.
oh,
Um,
fun.
The a lot of people who don't really like care for Final Destination think that think that all the movie needs is the flashy death, and that you can just and that like character doesn't matter. That's fundamentally untrue and provably untrue, considering the episode or the film with the some of the flashiest deaths and also the least compelling characters is also regarded as the worst.
Which one was that? The fourth one?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, the one that was in like 3D. Fair enough.
yeah. I mean, granted, it had more problems than it had more problems than
I
just
feel like how can I lose?
the characters not even being characters.
It had more issues than characterization, but did not
It,
help.
yeah, it had a lot of problems, but it is objectively the one with the least amount of character
And a
depth
rat
and
has
the
stolen.
most flashy deaths. And yeah, it. God, the characters in it are so unlikable, and not even unlikable in the way that you're gonna
Excuse
be
me while I kiss
glad
the
to see
old
them
program
die.
sky.
Not
Just
even that kind of
unlikable in the sense of like, I wish I didn't have to put up with these characters.
Yeah, because they don't feel real. It is very obvious that they only exist to be killed for the audience's entertainment. And so it's impossible to have stakes.
Mm. Okay, time to just glide.
Yeah.
I
Like
feel like
one of the characters like one of the characters who knows that death is after them, like she has already been saved once. She is in a theater watching a movie and her friend's like, "Hey, we need to leave. Shit's about go down and we are going to die." She's like, "No, I'm going to stay right here. This is where I'm meant to be." And like, you know that Death's List exists. You are you, you've already had an encounter. Maybe you should listen. Like,
excuse me while I kiss the old program sky.
There we
oh,
go.
that
Your left
yeah.
and spelling's doing fine.
Now where the hell is that?
That's at the bottom.
I think, sir.
Oh, good.
Lock and load, little lizard.
Little red Gexing hood.
Eh.
Yeah, I tried. I put more effort into it than I think most of the writers for Gex did.
Yeah. Alright, so what other levels we got?
There's the animation channel.
Yeah, let's go with that.
I think I got enough for that. Let's see if I can get in there.
Looks like there's a teleport or some shit.
I ain't in Kansas anymore. Darn. Actually, how many do I have? Yes, I have 19.
Nine-
Perfect. Troy Story.
Oh, I like that. Man, the music is like really haunting. Try from above. Or maybe go around it.
Yeah, I'll go through the beanstalk area. Maybe you know.
What I meant was like hug the wall.
I'm gonna get above, so see if I can't see anything from there.
Fair.
That goofy ass run. Okay, it's up there. Oh, wait a minute. No, wait, no.
Oh wait, there was climbable walls
Yeah, but
next to
that's
it.
not within an area I can reach.
Oh.
A bug's wife. Okay, that's funny.
Oh, there's the climbable vines there.
Yep, I want to see if I can reach that. Okay, I'm hugging the wall. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
It's a little funky. I'll say that.
Yeah. And to get in, you just... Oh, that's a little awkward. To get in, you probably just stand on the teleporter.
Yeah, probably. Oh, that's crunchy.
That, yeah.
The anime channel.
Oh, yeah.
When sushi goes bad. Destroy the proto-culture tubes.
God, this looks like a Sonic level.
I am a robot. Hear me roar.
Oh, you got jetpack. And it's just glide reflavored.
Yeah.
That's like his only ability. Yeah, at least all the mission completes are in here. And they're done diegetically.
Yep.
Like, it makes sense for the monitors to be in the command room.
You'll never stop me,
Hey,
evil
I'm
robots.
in George Jetson's colon.
What?
To infinity and
You heard it what he said, right?
Not really?
I'm in George Jetson's colon.
Oh my god. Who is he? Fred Flintstone?
I don't know if I should humor that with a laugh. I'm actually quite mad. That was too good, but at the same time, I don't want to humor you.
Yeah, God, when did the Flintstones Meet the Jetsons come out? It was like the 70s? Oh god, no, 1987. Holy shit. That's amazing. That's the same year that uh
to infinity and
Star Trek Next Generation came out.
Dang.
I like this design.
It's got an aesthetic.
The aesthetic being anime mech suit.
eat this.
True.
Ready for the fences, baby.
Do you think Gex could stop the Avas?
Hey, I'm
The
in
what?
George Jetson's colon.
You know, Evangelion. Do you think Gex could stop
Never
the
watched
the
it.
Angels? Crazy.
Was amazing, sir.
Well, no, I was planning on watching it with a friend, but then friend had a crash out a few
Mhm.
years ago.
I mean,
and-
that's how the series goes too.
Number one.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
You're not missing much. You're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it.
I like it.
Lock and load, little lizard.
Maybe after we finish JoJo. Which, speaking of, after this.
Yeah, just call me Gex, the robot butt kicker. Hey, am I out of disguises? Now what?
Now you get rid of Raz and save me for a change.
Oh, maybe you just need 20?
Well, you read the thing and it said like 30. And I still have more to go, so.
It's tail time.
The
Deactivate the Planet Destroyer. Yeah, let's deactivate the Planet Destroyer. Crazy how this is another game we're doing with a Planet Destroyer.
I mean, they were very popular.
I blame Star Wars.
Who let Bob Mackie design my wardrobe? Lord Darth Vader, I am mad for your tailor.
What do you say about Darth Vader?
Lord Darth Vader, I am mad at your tailor.
So bloody.
Ah. I mean, the tailor is Sidious. He specifically made the suit to be vulnerable to lightning and be heavy and clunky as a way to keep Vader
In a
from
state of
rising up
perpetual
against him.
pain.
Yes, that too. But also to, if he had proper up-to-date cybernetics, then he would be able to fight and beat Sidious.
No, I had to destroy her.
Yeah. The pain is just to keep him in tune with the dark side.
Fair. Have you ever seen Alita Battle Angel?
Nope. Not.
It's a good movie. It's Robert Rodriguez, actually.
I know, I'm particular about my movies.
I think you'd really vibe with Alita once you get past the eyeballs thing.
I'm just not a big fan of like android or cyborg movies. You know, I'm not a fan of Blade Runner.
And most people aren't. That's why it bombed in the box office twice.
It is one of the most influential sci-fi films.
Crazy how you can be super influential and still not turn a profit.
I mean, fuck. Was that one movie that at the time, it bombed, but is regarded as the classic right now, like in the 40s?
Citizen Kane?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's it. It lost to... It lost to that really racist movie.
Birth of a Nation?
Yeah. It lost... it lost to that.
Your baby, yeah.
I wonder if this is a little culturally inappropriate.
Maybe.
American action hero defeats women in schoolgirl outfits.
Yeah. God, did you ever watch Kappa Mikey?
No, never heard of that.
Really? Me and Plush talk about it all the time.
I have no idea what it is. Can you give me like...
It was on Nickelodeon's secondary channel, and it was about an American cartoon, like an American animated guy who, just picture Fry, but he wins a contest to become the new character in a Japanese anime, so he moves to Japan, where the art style is different, but he still has the American art style.
Huh. Sounds neat, actually.
It was. It had all the classic tropes of, you know, the like so the way it was set up was it had the same kind of logic as that one Garfield movie where all the fictional characters actually exist and their media is just a media that they produce in universe.
There's a Garfield movie?
Yeah, the animated Garfield movie that was like there to prime people for the show.
Never heard of it. No.
But yeah, Kappa Mikey was pretty good. The
Let's get it on.
You there?
yeah, I'm here. I just didn't know what to.
Say it back up, Mikey.
Well, I mean, I pretty much explained the premise.
Fair enough.
Lock and load, little lizard.
God, what shows have I watched? I used to watch
Oh, yeah.
Metabots as a kid.
One of the funniest things about the show is that, you know, the fluffy mascot character in the fictional show is the producer of the show, or not the producer, the director of the show,
Oh.
and is like really high strung and foul mouthed, as foul mouthed as you can be on Nickelodeon.
That's valid.
Yeah.
I've always been fond of like the mascot character's a bit of a dick.
Yeah. Like in the show he's like a lovable character and then in reality he's an asshole.
I've always been fond of like that mascot character gag for like magical girl stuff where it's like, oh yeah, it's kind of like a corporate job.
Yeah, if you see the titular Kappa Mikey, you'll understand why I went with Fry as the example.
Is he voiced by Billy West?
No, he's got Fry's hairstyle.
Oh, okay. Speaking of Billy West, we should do one of the Rayman games on the channel. Billy West voices a character.
Yeah.
I think he voices like Murphy the Frog, but he voiced Rayman in the short-lived TV show.
I didn't know there was a TV show.
As I said, short-lived and it was mostly a pilot.
Fair.
Welcome aboard the love.
God. I want to watch Captain Mike, man. There were a lot of really good shows in the mid-2000s. I was just thinking about Super Robot Monkey D. My fourth show the other day.
I've never actually seen that, but I know it exists.
It's really good. Like, it's way better than it has any right being, considering the mouthful of a name it has.
Valid. God, there was something on my mind just now that I'm like, you know what, that's a good show. I can't remember what it was anymore. Early 2000s show. Oh, Kids Next Door. I'm actually very sad that never got a but never got its sequel.
Oh yeah, Kids Next Door Space. Sorry, I just remembered an episode of my favorite episode of Kappa Mikey is a whodunit, where somebody stole an invisibility cloak in order to do crime, and Mikey was the only one who saw him escape with it. He's like, "It was a man with one arm." Like, the classic, "It wasn't me, it was the one-armed man." And they get to him, it's like, "Wait, he has two arms." Like, "Oh, no, I had the invisibility jacket over my arm as I was escaping."
Yeah.
It's payday time.
Uh,
That's kind of funny.
Alright, yeah,
We're about an hour in.
it had a lot of great visual gags. I posted a couple pictures in Chalkbeat server
Okay.
if you want to give them a look.
So we're an hour in. Do you want to call it a shorter stream, or
How many do we have?
we have 22?
Oh, is that enough to do one of the levels?
Oh no, it's enough for a boss fight.
Oh yeah, let's do the boss fight and then we can call it.
The Lizard of Oz.
Oh, that's pretty good. God, I cannot wait until the Lies of P sequel.
I'm just super excited because I really loved the Liza P DLC.
Oh yeah, the DLC was great. Oh,
I'm
you're
the
the Tin Man. I dig that Tin Man design.
It's good. I like it.
I think you need to kill both. I think you need to kill both of them to get rid of the fire, maybe.
No, I was supposed to fire a cannon at him. I think I missed because I wasn't sitting on the
Someone needs the band.
thing long enough.
Oh, right. This is how you do it. Yeah, I forgot that's how you do the cannons.
Yeah, they're a bit finicky.
Excuse me, but your brain showing.
Dang it. His shield came back up.
Oh.
Prepare to be brained.
I like the design of the wizard.
The lizard, you mean?
It's very goofy. Did you ever watch Wicked?
No, I've been meaning to.
It's
Give me a second.
good,
It's good, but asterisk.
You don't scare me.
but not as good as the play. There are some changes that I don't like. And it's purely the changes that kill the momentum, as well as them opting to use CG instead of practical effects for certain characters.
If I find out they made her green with CG instead of like putting actual makeup on her.
No, not her. So one of the things about it is that there are the animal people. That's what the Cowardly Lion is.
There's no place like home.
Just call me the wizard.
That is straight up
Can I call you Toto?
Emerald
Call me
City
anything. As long as you call me.
behind her.
Hmm?
Yeah, no, they
What was that thing you said about behind her?
Yeah, behind her that was straight up the Emerald City.
Oh. Okay, that's kind of funny.
But yeah, so is there the animal people, like the Cowardly Lion? In the play, they use some really remarkable animal makeup, especially for Dr. Dillamond, who is one of the more important characters. Whereas in the movie, they just make him straight up a goat that's CG.
Mm,
Like just a regular goat wearing clothes.
dang, hate that.
Yeah,
Happy Valley.
and
The Rec Room.
they stop the songs in the middle of the songs to do a thing that's already going to be showcased like in 2 minutes, so it kills the momentum for a spectacle.
Mm. I don't like it when like musicals stop the songs to have like dialogue.
It's not even dialogue. Like in the first song, they stop it in like the middle to have her like have show kids like picking on her, and then she has a magic outburst to show like, oh, she has magic and the kids don't like her. And then immediately in the next scene it shows like immediately in the next scene it's her showing her magic, and the kid it, like that's where it's supposed to be. And it also kills the purpose behind.
Okay, quick
I'm
question. Do you know
explaining
who
for
Jimmy Hoffa is?
Yeah, he's the guy that's buried under the uh baseball. He was killed by the mafia and buried in the baseball diamond. Allegedly, they never found his body.
God, I watched a movie on him recently with Sylvester Stallone, I think. Unless
Oh,
I'm
nice.
getting it wrong and I'm thinking about somebody else.
What the hell?
He's a superhero.
Yeah, you're like a Power Ranger.
I like to think of him more as like a Mr. Electric.
Yeah.
Mr. Electric, take him to the principal's office and have him expelled!
Another great Robert Rodriguez movie.
He's got nothing but bangers.
Absolutely. Even when they're not good, they're still enjoyable, and that's what matters the most. Like Shark Boy and Lava Girl, as a movie, not good, but really enjoyable to watch. Really fun to watch.
True.
It's overall a good time, and at the end of the day, that's the most important part. Like you can have, oh my God, you're a gremlin.
I was about to say like a winged buzzard, but
I mean, I really like that design.
26.
Um, but yeah, even his bad movies are still enjoyable to watch, and
I need to
that's the
see
most
some of
important
his.
part.
I need to see some of his good movies, like From Dusk Till Dawn.
Absolutely. Ooh, a secret.
Josie Beach, watch your step. Oh shoot, I'm ready what that is.
It looks
The
like
Gangsta
ooh,
TV.
there's
You want to do the one level?
yeah. Let's get one more so I can. So a movie can be groundbreaking and one of the best movies ever, and still be boring. Just look at Avatar.
I did it Gex way. Just put your lips together and blow.
Like Avatar, nobody can remember the plot. Nobody can remember anything other than the amazing visuals.
I need to see Avatar again. If only because I won't remember it otherwise.
Do you remember what happens in it?
Sigourney Weaver dies, and she, yeah, Sigourney Weaver dies.
I forgot Sigourney Weaver died. I forgot Sigourney Weaver was in it. When Sigourney Weaver's when you forget that Sigourney Weaver is in a movie, you know the movie did something wrong.
True.
Hey, yo, I'm the Teflon Gecko.
I'm trying to think of like other great Sigourney Weaver movies. Like,
Holes?
Holes is great, yeah. She's even great as like the director in Cabin in the Woods,
Oh yeah.
and like her
Cabin in the Woods.
1 minute of screen time in Paul.
Never watched Paul. God, one of my favorite jokes in Psych is when because they make a lot of movie references. One of the running gags in Psych is Sean will describe a movie, and then Gus will say the title of the movie, and Gus will be like, and Sean will be like, "No, I don't think that's it," even though it is. They subverted that one time when they were working a case and they came across a massive field of holes. I think it might have been the T-Rex episode. And he's like, "Man, it's just like that movie with Shia LaBeouf and Sigourney Weaver. Like aliens? No. Alien? No." And just keeps listing off. Gus keeps listing off Sigourney Weaver movies. And the meta humor of that just tickles me so much is because the actor for Gus was in Holes.
Yeah, true.
He was the I Can Fix That guy who, you know, was one of the important characters.
One
in
of the
the
best
past.
characters in the entire movie, yeah.
Yeah. God, I love that video someone did of putting Kate Barlow's story in chronological order.
True.
You know the one I'm talking about?
I think I've seen it, I just haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah.
One of the things that I had that like... So I read the book and I really enjoyed the book. But I had an argument with my brother like when it came out because like he was confused. He's like, so why did the lizards not eat them? And I'm like, well, part of the problem
Onion.
is that the movie changes up the position of that scene for some baffling reason, like the start of the movie instead of the end. So it's kind of easy to miss it, you know?
Yeah, but it's the onions.
Yeah, it's the onions.
Like they they outright say that in one of the flashbacks is that the onions prevent the granted he does say it as a boast to try and sell his onions, so at the time it does seem like the joke of he's just saying anything to sell his shit. But it is absolutely the onions.
I think part of the issue is the fact that it like takes place at the start of the movie. So by the time you get to it, most people have forgotten that's like the reason, you know?
Yeah, but I think that just adds to it as rewatch value.
True.
Because if they had the explanation of the onions keeping the lizards from biting, like right before the scene with the lizards, like close enough that you'd remember easily, then oh yeah, Tommy gun.
Well, in the book, it's like the very last scene.
Yeah. But in the if it was done in the movie, then it would be it would feel like they don't trust the audience to be able to put that together.
Love
Man,
me a good Tommy
this
gun.
was bullet sponge. Yeah, Tommy guns are so classic. God, that's gotta destroy his fingers.
Gex is invincible.
But I can see him.
I said invisible, not invincible.
Yeah, that will that will never be funny, but I am going to continue making the joke every chance I get.
You talking to me? There's nobody else around, so you must be talking to me.
God, I love Joe Dirt.
I've never actually seen that.
We need to watch that next time I visit Boston.
You're out of order. This whole level's out of order.
Have you seen? Um, have you seen? Um,
Have you seen Dick Tracy?
the movie?
Yeah.
Oh God, I think wasn't the whole thing that they weren't sure if they wanted to make the movie because it thought Dick Tracy was too old, nobody would get it.
I guess. That was like probably one of the issues. But it's a great movie.
Know where I can get a pair of concrete shoes around.
Yeah.
It's filmed like a comic.
Yeah, I mean, the 2003 Hulk movie was also filmed like it was a comic.
Well, Dick Tracy's filmed like a comic in a good way.
Yeah. You know what also was filmed like a comic?
What?
Watchmen.
Fair enough.
I liked Watchmen
But that's just because they used the comic as the
as the storyboard.
yeah, which is
I mean, it was a
valid
really
and probably the
cool-
best way to do it.
Oh yeah. I do think that changing the ending was a really good idea because
It was kind of a necessity.
yeah. I still don't get the ending of the I don't get the tentacle thing. I think just
Basically, he invents an alien monster for people to fight. The main
think-
issue is that it's like one of those things where it's like you have to reread to really get.
yeah, I think just I think pinning everything on
John.
yeah.
Is that a possum or a rat?
That is a rat. You gotta be careful of the rats when you live in the gangster life.
You dirty rat, you! You killed my father!
Friggin' fugazi.
You daddy rat, you. I do like that you arrive in a box.
Not to figure out where to go.
I did it Gex way.
He's funny. He said Gex.
Fire breath. Do be careful, sir. Use it to destroy gates and door locks. Just put your lips together and blow. Someone tell Robert Stack I found his coat. Hey, yo, Mike wasn't in.
I'm gonna watch the Dick Tracy movie again because now I'm thinking about like that scene where like all the gangsters are like having a lot of fun because he's in jail.
Have you ever seen The Usual Suspect?
No, but you've told me about it enough that I kind of have the plot on standby in my head.
Have I?
Yeah.
I don't recall talking at length about it with you.
Oh, I'm the devil.
Well, you have. It's
All right,
good.
let's hear. Let's hear
We had Tommy guns.
your synapses through cultural osmosis.
Okay, so the gangster, Tony, whatever his name was, was actually the guy they were talking to in the booth the entire time.
That's not. I don't know if there's anyone even named Tony.
I'm not good with names. You're the best at times. You know this. You can't mock my inability to remember names. Oh, there we go. That's what I was missing.
Oh yeah, because they did the close up of it being in the boat. I love a good shipyard.
I love a good ship.
Not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna die falling in the water.
Oh, that is
they've got
hilarious.
They're sleeping with the fishies. I would love it if there was a bed in the water. Oh, that guy's just straight up dead.
What are you talking about? He's just sleeping with a knife in him. He's like Stabby from hit series Centaur World.
Yeah, I love Stapleton.
He's fun.
He is. Centaur World is so fucking good.
It's one of those shows where, as I said before, it's hard to recommend simply because of like the farting giraffe.
Yeah, and the fact that that entire moment is about his deep-rooted trauma.
Yeah, and it's like
So you can't even.
it works in context, but you know,
It works in context. You're gonna sound insane trying to describe it. It's a great show. It has some parts.
that are just kind of impossible to describe. You know?
Yeah, it's you can't just list off the good parts, or you can't just list off. I mean, I can't even say that it's bad. I can't even say that Dorpleton's bad because that is
He's like the anchor for like the party.
yeah, and that is in that song is rooted in like it's a trauma response.
Yeah. There's like so many scenes in that show that are like so good. And then it's like you're like, how am I supposed to explain this? You kind of
Exactly.
can't.
Yeah.
Like it works in context.
Yeah, just say that it has a cat's. There's an episode that's a cat's reference.
Actually, mostly nowadays I just tell people, yeah, there's a black slime monster that'll make you horny.
Oh, that's spoiling the. Hmm. That's the spoils.
I don't give any more context than that.
Fair enough. God, if I had a nickel for every time there was a monster made out of dark slime that I absolutely would, I would have 3 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that happened thrice.
Name the other two.
Venom and Hexus.
Hexus?
Yeah. From Ferngully?
Oh, yes. I forgot that's his name. I usually just call him Tim Curry's Smoke Monster.
Well, I mean, he's not just made of smoke.
Yeah.
He's made
fair
out
enough.
of flame as well.
True. But he's mostly just Tim Curry.
Absolutely. Which is a decent chunk of why I would. I don't think there's a single Tim Curry. I don't think there's a single Tim Curry role I wouldn't. Frankenfurter, absolutely would. The grandma from Over the Garden Wall, absolutely.
Probably not her, personally. But I'm not gonna admonish anybody who would.
It's Tim Curry.
Yeah, but he's kind of, I don't know, psychotic.
Oh, she was just protecting her daughter.
Fuck. Thank goodness there's water down here.
Oh yeah. I thought it was going to be a bottomless pit when you initially fell.
It's weird how Gex has like weirdly good water levels. There we go.
Yay, you did it.
Oh, no.
You have to,
You're
you have
fucking
to
with me.
get hit. Ah,
I have to have fire?
firepower.
Thankfully, the flies follow me around for a bit.
I'm out of water. You're out of water. This whole level's out of water.
Have you seen Few Good Men?
No. I like his swim animation, though.
Yeah. Okay, you know what's wild? The swim animation in Wind Waker is fully, like, full body animated, even though you can only see, like, a small portion of Link.
Makes sense.
Can I supersize this?
There we go.
There you go.
Sir, you'd be that bottom chap hands down.
Oh, it's the gecko.
I guess.
It's a gecko dressed like Magnum PI.
Yo, this level's like a friggin' fugazi.
It's a good. It's a fun design, at least. I can believe
Oh,
they're
yeah.
cousins. All right, let's do our sign off.
I really worked up an appetite watching you during that last mission. Let's find a little Italian joint and stare at each other over a plate of rigatoni.
Forget about it.
God, I would
yes.
I would love to eat at an Italian mafia restaurant because they have the best food from what I hear.
I mean, it's a stereotype, but still.
Well, because they do business in their restaurant, they have to have it. Like they're not gonna serve crap.
That's fair. I mean,
Like-
it's a stereotype with purpose, you know?
Yeah. Also, I love Italian food.
That's also valid. All right,
Calzone and lasagna are my favorite.
let's do our sign
Kinda.
off.
Okay, thank you everybody for watching. This has been Gex 3. Tune in next time for more Gex. In the meantime, check out some of the other stuff on the channel. I recently finished Shadow of the Colossus. Also, I am playing Mario Brothers Ship, and we are in the final stretch of that. And there's a couple D&D podcasts. Comment challenge of the day. If you were tasked with making a live action adaptation of any bad piece of media, what would it be, and how would you change it to make it good?
Stripperella, but I make Stan Lee the one in the stripper outfit.
Unfortunately, you're a little late for that.
This is why CGI exists.
Wait,
I mean, if they can bring back Paul for Fast and the Furious, I can bring back Stan Lee for
Paul
Stripperella.
Jesus Christ!
Hmm?
I didn't know that they were using CG to bring back Paul Walker.
They're gonna have to.
Yeah. Anyway, with that out of the way, there's no left to say, but good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.